And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Tua to throw again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Tua. Throw complete right side to Cooks.
All right, let's go.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
20, TX.
At the 37-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready. 20, TX.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
No gain on the play.
Tua going to throw. Steps away.
The 6-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Herbert to start the drive. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. Set.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. And now an audible here into something else. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down and 3.
Hey,
now motion left with Mooney.
Drill green. Black shot. Hut.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Claws red. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Drill 52. Check white. Claw 10. Fury yellow. Blaster 6. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Smith, red. Set.
They'll look to throw. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Steps away to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Hey, 21G, 21G.
2 and now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Turbo 1, high.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, come on.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, 21 TX. Watch it, Oscar. Scat.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Blue check. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready?
Back to throw here. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Ready. Sit. Back up. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on. Set.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Red. Cycle. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Set, ready. Five, 60.
A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly they get to the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
97. Hut.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Switch, yellow. Yellow, Lonnie. Set, Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Blue is striker. Blue, go. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Here we go, set. 22 needle.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Black Ultra.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 17 yards out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ready. Turbo 1, Hive. Turbo 1, Hive. 20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left
Boy,
Zion.
and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Ready.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Let's go. See you in the game. Hey.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo 2. Connor, long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Vikings, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Scat.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go.
Now Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, get set.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Go ahead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go. Here
Line
we
of
go.
scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's a give to Herbert. Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey. 21G, 21G. Turbo 1, high.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Ready. Hey, Watson, Oscar. Out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Ready.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Come on, Drew.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
White, yellow, go. Set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Steel black, drill green. Zoom black. Hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass caught here by Osborne. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Bears.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Vikings now to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Had this nigga boxed up, boy. Pizza box, nigga.